If you're trying not to offend someone, then you're not being honest. So true. Separate but equal. When I was talking about this, I was talking about how it's a phrase used to justify racism, and it seems to come up when it comes to gender. And I explained that before, but specifically, my goal is for equal rights. Not that people are equal, that we have the equal opportunity. If a job requires that you need to be able to pick up 50 pounds, um, your right is the ability to apply for that job, and the requirements for that job don't care if you're a man or a woman. Do you know what I mean? So when I say people, so when I make inferences that people are equal, we're not equal. Some people are taller, some people are shorter, some people have more testosterone, some people have darker skin. We're not equal. We're not the same. Um, I just believe that we should have equal opportunity. Shouldn't matter my skin color, my height. Sometimes strength might matter, and actually height might matter if you're playing basketball. I don't, I don't know. I'm just saying, if you have requirements for a job, your gender shouldn't come into it. Um, oh, uh, Furthering the discussion about double standards and sexism, I came up with a couple more examples. Um, Men who are overweight can be perfectly acceptable. You know, it seems like a man that's got a little bit of bulk on him, a little bit of weight, a little bit of fat is okay, but a woman that has that is not. It's like the standard for how much body fat you can have is not the same. It's lower for us men. That's wrong. Nudity in movies. Have you noticed how in movies they'll show like a completely nude woman, but they'll only show the ass of a guy? They won't show frontal nudity of a man. I'm Even though I'm totally straight, I've become aware of this because of just how society treats it. And like you mentioned before about women walking around topless, and it's funny is I never even thought about that until several years ago, and when I was reading a news article talking about that, about how New York had changed their laws or something, or how there was a big, I don't know, maybe a big get together or something, or someone was challenging the law. I don't remember the specifics, but it was about women going topless, and I never even dawned on me. And I think a lot of people like that in society. They never even considered that their behaviors or attitudes are sexist in nature. But you're absolutely right. A woman should be able to walk around topless if a man can. Now, if a woman can't, then a man can't. That's the other side. I mean, if you're all about covering up the nudity, then you got to cover up the man too. But that would be very funny if society went that direction. Let's see here. You mentioned something else, like calling someone a pussy. I use that term all the time. And when I say it, I infer weak and feminine because I've got that association. Now, I'm a rational thinking human being, yet the society has convinced me of that association. Kind of like when I'm walking down the street and I see someone with darker skin and they're not wearing a business suit. I have this association with danger. And it sucks that you grow up being conditioned to think and feel a certain ways, and then when you become older you become aware of it, and it's very hard to overcome those type of things, those type of associations. Like there's something I do, like because I grew up with a lot of women, I have a certain mannerism where I put my hands on my side. It's very feminine. As soon as I catch myself doing it, I stop the behavior because I don't want to appear feminine, because to me I have that association with feminine and weak. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, yes, women don't have as much muscle as men, but it's only because of difference in testosterone. That's it. You know. But even myself, I find myself afflicted by cultural conditioning. See what else. Oh, there's one other thing. You were talking about the rape statistics. I don't think that's sexism. I think that's the difference between women being raped and men being raped. I think it has more to do with capability. For instance, if I go out with someone and I got drunk, there's no way I could perform. Absolutely no way. I know that for a fact. You cannot perform. I couldn't perform drunk. So there's a physical limitation there. Also, um, because if you're a male and you have testosterone in you, more testosterone, and you are more aggressive and you have more muscle, so that aggressiveness, combined with the physical muscle mass to actually be able to force yourself onto another person violently, preferably someone who doesn't have large muscle mass, would mean the statistics would show that rape are done predominantly by men onto their victims. So I mean I wouldn't say that's sexism. That's just um, a physical fact. I I don't know. I don't know if I said that the right way, but I love your videos. I keep favoring all of them, putting them on my favorites. And I'm gonna run out of space, So I don't know. I love all your material. And by the way, how do I pronounce your name? Is it was it was it Cat or Kate, or I don't really know. I missed that someplace.